Psychic Syd. I am Psychic Syd. I'm a professional astrologer. Psychic, shaman, medium, seer, volleyball player, witch, mambo. If you're interested in the products that I sell here at Psychic Syd, feel free to go ahead and check those out in the link down below. It'll also be displayed right here. And you can also find my shop in this link. You can find it in the description box down below. You can also find all of my social media right here. And thank you so much for coming to Psychic Syd. Thank you for being here. You could be dealing with a sun, moon, ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter in Aries. You could have Aries somewhere in your astrological chart, or you just came across this reading and it resonates for you. You don't have to be an Aries to resonate with the reading. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, gifts, readings, bookings, and referrals. Thank you to all of you who have favorited my products. I can see it's just so sweet. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the more that you interact with this reading, the more likely it is to come into fruition for you. So feel free to comment, like, subscribe, interact with the reading as much as possible. Make sure to come back to the reading to see if any of these predictions have come into fruition for you. These are all predictions for the future. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Let's get into your reading. All right, Aries. What is the future for Aries, please? What's the future for Aries, please? Happy Valentine's Day. What's the future for Aries? Every day is a day for love. Future for Aries, please. Every day is a day for love. You see that? Every day is a day for love, Aries. Every day is a day for love. I know you come from the planet of war and all, but like, every day is a day for love. Every day is a day for love, right? Let's get some love. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's a good reading. I love this for you. I'm talking about. Can you give me their overall energy, please, for Aries? What's the future for Aries, please? What's the future for Aries, please? I hope you're having an amazing day, and whatever you are trying to manifest in your life is coming into fruition for you. The future for Aries, please. Okay. You got 2 cards. All right. I actually believe we have one of these planetary events happening. So let's get into what's happening into your chart, or, you know, your reading essentially, and how it could apply to your chart. That's what I just said. I said this is actually happening extremely soon. I said this event, this planetary event, so we're going to get into, this is big for you. These are some big life events. You have 2 major arcana. That's not small. Those are huge. That's really big. The numbers 6, 8, 44, and 26 could be very significant to you. Okay? So let's get into your reading. Okay. I'm so excited for you. So, your future is the Lovers and the Ace of Pentacles. Gemini energy, as well as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aquarius energy. In the future, Aries, you will be letting love in. if you're someone who has been feeling like, you know, in regards to love, you do believe in love, right? You're now letting love in to your life, okay? You're letting yourself experience romance that goes past death, you know, a romance that's worth dying for even, okay? Some of you guys could also be widows, okay? Some of you guys could be widows, and you could feel like your significant other is actually watching you from the other side. And if you've ever felt like that, they are, okay? Now, you do have Aries, a deceased, colleague, schoolmate, sibling, friend, family member. This could be a parent, a sibling, a deceased neighbor, but they are watching over your love life because they want it to succeed. They want you to be able to experience true love. They believe that you are deserving of love, okay? Now, what's interesting is if you look, we got this moon back here. So let me show you what's going on planetarily here. Now, first of all, Saturn will enter into Aries on the 13th, okay? And then on February 17th, that is when we are going to have a new moon. Okay, so I don't know if you can actually see that, but we're gonna actually have a new moon. It's gonna be a solar eclipse. It's a big deal, okay? And there is going to be, if you are married, you will feel like you and your significant other are becoming not just lovers, but also best friends. That this is a love that will go past death. That if one of you were to pass away, the other person would not remarry. That this is a very meaningful relationship and connection that you really treasure, okay? You will feel very deeply connected to somebody that you will also be sexual with, okay, or you've been sexual with before. You are letting love into your life, okay? Letting love into your life. And a solid opportunity is being given to you, okay? I feel like this shocks you. You're like, oh my God, me? You mean me? Like what? Yes, you Aries. You are deserving of good things. You're deserving of abundance. I feel like you're receiving money. This could be a new job. You could also be starting a new vitamin routine, okay, new workout routine. This is a new financial beginning, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles, you also feel like this love opportunity is solid. You're like, this is solid, okay? I also see you working with your significant other at work if you are in a relationship or a marriage, okay? And the marriage and the relationship being very financially beneficial for the both of you, okay? So whatever is in your astrological charts, it, when put together, when you guys come together in, you know, in the physical world, you guys manifest financial abundance for one another, okay? So this is a financially abundant opportunity, also a very financially abundant relationship. I also feel like you believe this is a brand new beginning. You're like, this is stable. Like, this new beginning in love is stable, okay? It's shocking. You're not seeing that in the future you will have strength. Venus in Leo. So you will overcome, okay? When we're talking about strength, we're also saying you have the strength. Like I said, right underneath that, you have the Nine of Wands, where I'm actually filming while the moon is in Sagittarius, and this is moon in Sagittarius energy. So we have Venus in Leo, okay? And with the minor arcana in here, the minor arcana of the Empress is in here. She is Venus in Virgo, okay? So if you are a feminine energy, you own a business that is very financially abundant, okay? You could like own a business. I feel like you own a business that makes you a lot of money that you don't have to be present for in order for it to make that money. You have a talent that makes you a lot of money. This can also be like you were raised in a very wealthy family, then took money and multiplied off of that money, okay? I also feel like You dress very well. You're very well established if you're feminine energy. Very financially abundant. If you're single, you're fine with being single. If you're in a relationship, you're going on a vacation with your significant other. Okay. If you work at a job, you're like, girl, I don't own my own business, but I do work for, I do work, you work. Well, if you do, you work in a very, you work in a job where you're not micromanaged. You're like, girl, I be just chilling by myself all day. They don't really demand too much and I still get paid. Okay, that's what you can foresee in the future for you. You don't even see that coming for you. Many of you rap, dance, act, sing, or you do something in the limelight. Some of you guys work in cooking, agriculture, nature. I just heard jewelry. That's really cool. Some of you guys work in fashion. Some of you work with money. You're like, girl, I work with this money. Okay, let's get to it. This of you guys work with relationships, animals. Maybe some of you guys help strengthen other people's confidence. You will overcome a period of frequent problems, disputes, separations, difficulties in your life. You will overcome it. You're like, girl, I've been wounded. I've been through it. They throwing dirt on me. You like throwing dirt on me? You're like throwing dirt, okay? They throwing dirt on me here, about to be buried, all right? You overcome it. And I'm so proud of you, Aries. That's amazing. You will overcome. We will overcome, right? We will overcome. Now, your advice is recognize that you have a lot of responsibilities, obligations, and it could be too much. So make sure that you are aware of how much you're committing yourself to. Don't overwhelm yourself, okay? 10 of Wands is really showing like you could have a job that's like a performance punishment job. Like just because you're really good at it, you're the person who does it, but everybody else gets credit and maybe goes home early and they make more than you. And you're like, but I'm doing all the work, but they're getting all the credit. And what is going on? 10 of Wands, don't take on so many obligations and responsibilities. Manage it properly. Recognize that you're overwhelmed. You don't want to end up dead, end up in the morgue, end up so overwhelmed that you just collapse, right? We don't want there to be a collapse, essentially. So you also have your overall energy being the second house of owning, okay? The number 26. So this is about your money, right? It's about what you own. It's also about you manifest what you believe you are worth. So if you believe you're worth $1 million, that's what you'll receive. You think you're worth $5, that's exactly what you'll receive, okay? But I also feel like this is you. I feel like this is also you recognizing like everything that you've put forth has been worth it. I feel like you went through a lot of pain in order to receive a lot of glory. I also feel like you're recognizing what is yours. What are you responsible for? Whatever energy you put out is what you get back. So what are you experiencing? Because you're experiencing that energy because of the energy that you've also put out, right? So own what you're experiencing, right? Because the number 8 is actually extremely painful, but it's also saying like owning what you've experienced, owning why you're experiencing it, how we end up in the situations that we end up in, owning what we're accountable for, what we're responsible for, and being then very appreciative and grateful for what we receive because we're being accountable for what we're giving out, right? It's like own it, right? Own it. Own it. Own it. I like that. That might be the name of your reading. Own it. Yeah, Solar Eclipse Revolution, the number 44. I do feel like there will be people, places, and things that are eclipsed out of your life. Now, we actually have a solar eclipse coming up. It's a new moon. And it's in Aquarius on the 17th. And the solar eclipse revolution is going to feel like a brand new beginning. It's also feeling like certain things are being ripped away and, you know, sort of moved aside for you in order for what is meant for you. Okay? Now, again, you could be seeing the number 8 a lot, which is also very indicative of the polarity that in order to see the dark, you have to also experience the light. In order to appreciate the dark, you have to, you know, experience the light. And it's almost like yin yang type of energy. That everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Something will be eclipsed out of your life and it will bring you a brand new beginning. Okay? Brand new beginning in your life. You got passion flower, desire, inspires, and dream. Now this is a very philosophical, psychological, and spiritual card, maybe even a religious card. Desire is of divine design and not to be tossed aside as invaluable. Desire is necessary. It's important. For every desire is a valuable lesson. At first, our desires, yes, can be foolish. We can desire things very strongly, yet when we attain them, we are still left feeling empty. As we fulfill each desire, we learn that what we want is not what we need, and slowly over time, our desire becomes of a higher nature. It is about looking at your own life, you know, really looking at, are you happy in these certain areas? Are there certain things you want to personally improve? And not taking on the baggage or the burdens of others, okay? It's really about like being accountable for self and what you want to manifest in your life. Because everyone else is also accountable for what's going on in their own life as well. As we fulfill each desire, we learn that what we want is not what we need, and slowly over time, our desire becomes of a higher nature. When once our desire was empty illusions we thought would make us feel whole, now our desire is for true substance, God, purpose, love, inner wealth. This divine desire and passion is what makes the seed bloom into a flower and a caterpillar grow wings. So shall you blossom and soar on the wings of true life, if you can grant yourself permission to let your passions be fulfilled. You have a choice, but it is not wise to deny yourself of that which is the guiding light to your full potential and fullest life. God and Goddess know the dream of your soul, and you shall have all you wish. For in your secret heart, if you are brave enough to let your inner passion flower bloom once more. What do you desire? What do you want? For many of you, you want love. You want money and financial opportunities and stability. There will be something that is removed for your life in order for you to be able to obtain something else for yourself, okay? What do you want? For many of you, this is you receiving a lot of attention, right? For what you do in public, right? Especially in your career, if you rap, dance, act, sing, if you do something in the public eye, being recognized for it. This has been your reading, Aries. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. All the information will be in the description box down below. And on and on.